Are you on?
I'm on.
You're on? Okay, so really cool project. We're right on 4th Avenue, and we're kind of sandwiched between 4th Avenue and Printers Alley. Yep. And so I'm going to take you through the whole project, soup to nuts. We're going to kind of sneak behind the scenes. But this is a beautiful project. This used to be 1891, this building was built. It was a hotel called the Utopia, which was one of the original European lifestyle hotels in Nashville. And Nashville's cool as F, because basically, like, you know, it has all this really cool architecture and design, and then it has this honky-tonk vibe, but all these, you know, Andrew Jackson used to park his horse down in the Printers Alley. This used to be a brothel. There's so much story. Like, this building was rated, I don't know on your cards, if your key cards, if you saw the dates. Oh no, that's the smoking one. But we can show a couple when we get up there.
Cool.
But we made this sign. We restored this building with our partners. Welcome to Dream Nashville.
So the building is both these blocks?
Yeah, it's both of these blocks. It's these two old buildings and then a new building attached to an old building.
Oh, I see, okay.
Right, so see how that's done?
Is that some kind of modular construction?
Which I love. I love adaptive reuse. I love conversions. I'm really into that sort of idea of taking something old and something new and combining it and sandwiching it. I actually don't mind building something new too, but I think from a sustainability model and from a place of like storytelling, it's great to sort of take the old and the new and that tension and like get it up. It's like it's like being in bed with someone that you really shouldn't be in bed with, because you're just never
tension.
It's that tension.
It's like
tension.
I shouldn't be doing this.
Are they gonna see like this part of my body or that part of my but anyway. So all right, so we're gonna walk through the porte cochere. We've got a beautiful mosaic that we created right here. This sort of marks the idea. These are derivatives of the building and the inspiration and architecture of the building and the design reliefs, which you can see on the outside. 1891 was when we started. 2018 is when we opened the rooms of the hotel. So
right, okay. And it's not. The building hasn't had its grand opening yet.
Not yet. Happens March 7th, and the Chainsmokers are performing.
Nice.
So good luck for those who are invited. So the Friss family helped us curate the art. So the art is fantastic in this building. I mean, it's like world-renowned art. It's from their personal collection. Thank you, Jennifer and Billy. The art is amazing. So we're super lucky and blessed to have the pieces that we have. And so we'll sort of walk around. But this is our lobby where guests check in. And,
I got to say, the first thing I noticed is that the reception desk is stunning.
Isn't it? I know.
The leather detailing, the lighting on it.
I know.
The way it's tiered back.
It's off the hook. It really is. It's off the hook. It's like that bright pop of color with that tension of that orange. I love that Hermes orange color with that like beautiful rich hunter green. It's just classic. You know, these are like very chic color palettes. These colors have been used in fashion and interiors. Not so much though. I haven't really seen that palette, and it's fresh and original, and I love the scalloping and detailing, and you know, honestly, like materiality. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. How's your show going?
Good.
I love it.
Oh, you listening?
Yeah, and that looks great. Thank you. You fixing that?
I'm fixing them. Yeah.
I can't wait. No, all right. See you later. So I do have to say that sometimes my work has to change. I just realized that this is not the right look, because this looks like a cock and balls, and I'm gonna have to change that. So someone pointed that out to me today, so it's on my list. But anyway, architectural interiors, it's very like, you know, there's a sense of place, but yet it's like really romantic and layered, and you know, we salvaged this old kind of cool concierge desk, and you know, it's just all these like materials that play together, the rich woods and the hard surfaces and the detailing. It's really...
Yeah, I mean, the paneling is stunning as well.
I know.
So it looks absolutely fantastic, and then the selection, there's such an eclectic mix of different furniture styles as well that's been happening that are kind of very strong.
Yeah, everything is strong. Like independently, like you hang back, like I don't love a brown leather sofa, but when you see a brown leather sofa like with this type of detailing in it and this inlaying in it, like this is absolutely gorgeous. Like, you know, like this makes me want a brown leather sectional if it looks like this. You know what I mean? So, I mean, just alone, like looking at the idea of the brass, you know, like detail below and the relief of that little, you know, reveal and that gorgeous like serge blue, you know, military blue velvet is just so chic and so, you know, refined but approachable. And then you have these layering of like, you know, these rugs that are like all layered together, and it's just so different than you've ever seen. You know? So this is where guests check in. We you know, like our lobbies to be activated normally, but in this situation we wanted a traditional lobby. We have so many different spaces.
What do you mean you wanted it to be activated?
Well, in our other hotels, our lobbies are activated. We have people that are DJing in there. There's a bar in there, and this is sort of different. There's a little separation, and our lobby bar is a little bit off the way. So, come on. So this is Natura, and lights down. We're just doing a little. Can you mind putting it back up for me? Thank you, babe. I'm sorry. We'll be quick. Natura, this is our second Natura location. We have one in New York as well. It's a La Colombe coffee shop, and it's just, you know, approachable. We have a super fine bakery, which is our in-house bakery that we actually developed, and it's a legit bakery that's here in this hotel.
So this is quite epic for how much curation is going into all the different
so much curation
elements and
so much curation, and our teams, the operators and our F&B teams and the creative team and myself, we all really get into the nuances of this, and like we're looking at like not only the branding and not only the like the of what we're putting into it, but like how we're serving it, the OS&E, the signage, it's just, that's what makes a good experience. And so this is our cafe where guests can come from 6 in the morning until about 9 o'clock at night, and they can get fresh pastries, they can get ready-made grab and go, they can get water, they can get the best coffee in Nashville, they can grab some really cool snacks, you know, gum, headache pills, like all the things that they need. So it's a really beautiful cafe though. Like when you look at it, there's like, it's graphic and it's in a lot of
the strong graphic tiles were immediately kind of, you know, really, they look stunning.
Very cool.
And what I found really brilliant is there's a real strong cohesiveness about the whole curation of everything, even down to what's on the menus.
Yeah.
That there is like, it's screaming the same kind of care of form and attention, and is, you know, it's modern as well. It's got a kind of edginess to it. And it's an interesting thing where it doesn't feel kind of disjointed in any kind of way. How do you as designers, how do you kind of coordinate things like the food?
A lot of conversations, a lot of meetings, a lot of conversations. I mean, we're lucky because our food and beverage teams and our creatives and our designers, we all talk. And so we've got, you know, operators that are telling us down to like what they want to serve. But even from the concept stage, when we do these books, we do these concept books, and we're like, Natura is, and we, you know, when we developed Natura, we developed it as a natural, organic, sort of healthy cafe that would fit into a modern museum. And that was it. It was like, okay, imagine if a modern coffee shop was in a museum.
Yeah.
A modern museum. And that was like our little, you know, sort of boiler point to keep us focused. And so that's why, you know, it turned out that way. I mean, there are some things here that are very temporary, like these are temporary chairs.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten the chairs that we were gonna actually have, so they're not the right chairs, but they're working for now. And but I think it looks great, and I think that people are going to respond to what we're doing here, not only because we provided them a beautiful street cafe with curb appeal and cafe culture, because this is all going to open up to the street.
Oh, right, the whole thing's
yeah. Well, the windows don't open up, but we're going to have tables out there, and you're going to be able to go out there. So, but we're providing that cafe culture, but we're actually providing a damn good cup of coffee.
Yeah.
That doesn't take 10 hours to make.
I had a cappuccino made by Julie earlier.
Yeah, and it doesn't take like an hour to make a cup of coffee. I mean, it's not pretentious. It's like, okay, like there are some places that I've been to that are like what?
Yeah.
You want a what? You know, and it's like they're within their community of people who work there, that it's a good, cool environment that people love working in. And it's really about the people. And we're doing the same thing. We're really about hiring great people who love making coffee and love having a great conversation with, like, you know, the community. And that's what people want.
Yeah.
So that connectivity.
And
right?
how do you like when you're designing these types of projects, how do you get feedback or input from, say, the staff and the people that are working?
They give it to us all the time. I work with, like, our head barista and our management team, and just today I got a laundry list of things from them that they want to change, and we have to operationally make the tweaks, and we listen.
Yeah.
We have to, because they're the ones behind the counter every day.
Yeah.
You know, and they're the ones listening to the feedback. We're not. So we have to listen. We have to. We have to do our job and know that we don't know everything.
Yeah.
And that there's a lot of people with great ideas. So as long as it's within our budget and we can afford it, like, there's no real reason not to want to make it better and go from good to great. So, and they're the ones really listening to and experiencing it on a day-to-day basis. So they have the most knowledge of what's working and what's not working. And so we do that right in the beginning stages. We listen, we adapt, we're nimble, we're quick, and we go. We change.
Brilliant.
Come on.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thanks.
I just love this. I love this. This is.
We're going to go into our Harlem Bar. They're showing the Oscars, which I'm so sad I'm missing, but I'm going to watch them later. Harlem Bar is a very sweet bar. It's where we turn tricks all day. It's inspired by, like, the old idea where people used to, like, you know, play with fans,
right?
Give language, you know, like like that. Suggestive.
Parlors,
it's very suggestive, right? And so we wanted to be suggestive here. Great cocktails that are very, you know, it's mixology at its best. We have the best craft cocktails. We have a in-house mixologist who is working with us on our cocktail programs for all of our outlets. And but Parlor Bar is, you know, it's really, it's fresh, it's modern, but it still has this romantic, sweet thing about it. And so people kind of huddle up at our lobby bar, and you can see they're having a good time. They're watching the Oscars. They're, you know, having an amazing craft cocktail or some beautiful sort of, you know, wine, and they're having a great conversation, either whether on their phone or not, right?
And it's great. It's like the wooden paneling looks so fantastic, and obviously that's kind of, for me, that kind of reminds me of a lot of old Victorian types of buildings that we get in the UK, but it's so fresh. Was it kind of beech that you've used, or
it's like a beached wood, a light wood, an ash, and we have art tang in here still.
Right.
And the art is going to be, the art will bring it together, and that's really what's kind of keeping the story coming alive. But this is kind of the entrance into Back Bar, and Back Bar is like our very classic cocktail place. It's where, like, the rich history of, like, the cocktail is going to unfold itself. It's the Manhattan that, you know, or the old fashioned, which originated in 1881.
Yeah.
This building was built in 1891. So this bar is about, like, the quintessential, the martini, the Manhattan, the margarita, like those things that were the staple of drinking culture. It's the perfect version of those things, and it's a sultry, great den. It's missing the art, so try not to get too nit grit. But
what is the finish on these walls? Because
it's suede.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah, it's suede. Yeah, and that's actually
that
Jennifer
looks
Frisk chose
amazing.
that. I know, she's so smart. She came in and, you know, looked at it and said we need to change it. She didn't like the paint, so she added the suede.
That is
so chic.
It's so, like,
so
just
chic.
Visceral and sensual and seductive.
Yeah,
The whole space is
sensual,
really kind of intimate.
I agree.
Really intimate.
Yeah.
And very, very kind of, like, just wraps you. And there's so much richness in all of the materials. There isn't, like, a flat colour or a flat surface. There's a depth to all of it.
Yeah, I mean, even the little pattern floor that's peeking out, these are... So how do you want to go into the next space? Do you want to go through, and this is stateside, and so I'm multidisciplinary, so I came up with the branding and a lot of the naming conventions for the hotel. But this is our classic eatery. It's a place that you can get a great breakfast, great lunch or great dinner. Breakfast is served in Natura. Or brunch, you get a brunch. But it's a classic American, global influence cuisine, but that's just the best you've ever had. The best omelet, the best hamburger, the best French fries, the best fruit de mer platter. And it's gorgeous. It's like being in an observatory. So it's unfinished. You're getting a sneak peek, but
Is this a new roof?
This is a new roof, and so this is actually cased in between the two buildings, which
right.
is so what we saw before. And all this gorgeous marble and brass and the jewel tones, and I love it. I love the graphic patterns. I love the black and the green subway tile. I love the walnut, sexy, little curves of the banquettes and all the different types of furniture styles. And I think it's really pretty and different. And I love even the rustic kind of waiter station, and the really seafoam green banquettes with the black and white marble, and it's got story, it's got depth, it's got value, and it's different than Nashville scene. I love the stained glass and the architectural elements, and the simplicity of the food, and the simplicity. They're so chic. The simplicity of the furniture, the simplicity of the food, the simplicity of the branding. Those are the things that make this concept great. And I think when you come to stateside and you eat off the Jono pottery, which is this hand-thrown pottery out of Brooklyn, you see the simplicity in it, but the quality is good. And the quality of the plate, the quality of the shrimp, the quality of the sushi, the quality of the steak, it's all there for you. And then you're inspired by all this great design at the same time that's simple but still very refined and sophisticated. And that's what formulates a great brand.
And it was, for example, I had a coffee earlier, and the cup that it came in automatically set a different type of scene. There was something very tactile about it. And are those types of moments considered? Are they, how do you design those types of moments?
I think about it. I think about that moment. I think about you and your cute green sneakers and what you're going to say and think, and how can I make you feel good? And I want you to feel good. I want you to touch something and feel good. And so we all talk about it and labor over it and chat about it and suggest it and push it. And of course we have to be in budget too. So it's like the fucking finance people holding my balls too, right? So it's, always a challenge. But once we kind of push through and get it, it becomes you find a way around it. You value engineer it. You just find some way to get it out there.
Yeah.
And once you do, I managed to get those plants in here. Those beautiful, they're beautiful live, and they were like, we don't know that we can afford, so empty, we're getting art. I hate that you're getting this sort of, anyway, here, these are the little banquettes. There's a lot to be done.
That's just the kitchen. And when's the opening of the restaurant?
The opening what?
When's the grand opening?
March 7th.
March 7th. Okay.
Yeah.
So just over a week.
A little over a week, yeah. So I'm going to grab my bag, the Frisk collection.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so all the art in the corridor, there's 7 pieces coming. It's all from the Frisk collection, and it's the best. I mean, Riot, it's so cool. That looks great, right?
Yeah.
I added these vases today. I'm not sure if they're gonna fly. I like them, but we'll see. I think it's cute because it looks like seaweed or beach grass, right?
Feathers.
Or beach grass, kind of. If you have a beach.
Yeah.
The beach grass that's in the beach. So I think it's kind of. But we'll see. We'll see. It may not make it. set, and I'm doing a little BTS, but like, I'm gonna take you in to the backdrops. Like, this is actually our music venue, which is totally unfinished yet.
Oh, nice. This is
So this is under construction. So you're at BTS, DJ booth. This has got light fixtures. Like, you know, all this is our music venue. I mean, it's kind of sick. It's gonna be like twisted sick. And then this is like a Printer's Alley retail store that's gonna be here, which is like a false retail store that you have to go through. It's not done yet, but this will look like cabinets and drawers and all these things that, you know, are in a retail store, but this is actually where you go through the music venues. So, and this is the Printer's Alley, which I'll walk you through. And this is actually gonna be an All Saints, which is like All Saints, you know.
Yeah,
so this is All Saints. This is their store on Printer's Alley. When I take you outside of Printer's Alley, you're gonna be like, what? All Saints is gonna go here? It's like, that juxtaposition is just so crazy. And so then we get into our, this used to be where the brothel was.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's cool. Look at the floors. I love the floors. Just black and white check.
I love the exposed.
Yeah, that's the original building back in the day, right? So we'll pop out to 1890, we'll pop out to Printer's Alley. Yeah, there's like banquettes, Paul Dusty. You're getting a total BTSD, dude. And then you're in Printer's Alley, which is so cool, right? And so we revitalized these signs, which I had the responsibility to do, which I was so excited about.
Oh my gosh, so you're involved with the signage of the...
I'm involved with every sign.
Wow.
Yeah, I get involved with it all. I mean, so we were like very crucial in recreating these signs that we took down because we wanted them to be so cool, and they are, and we didn't really want to change them, and I was supposed to change them, and I couldn't change them because I just didn't know what to do. And so I piddled and pattered and didn't just push my foot in the sand. I was like, I just didn't know what to do, and then the reason why I didn't know what to do is because I wasn't supposed to do anything. I was supposed to keep them exactly the way they were. So, but, you know, you do see the story. I mean, you have the little dive bar with the red light.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
That's, you know, where
so you still got the
this
narrative to it.
This is a private members club, actually. You have to be like retina scanned to get in here. You have a thumbprint to get in here, a card, and like this is high tech. And the members that go here are like really amazing people. I don't even know who they are. I'm not even privileged to know who gets to go in there, but that's a whole separate club that we don't get to explore tonight. But
amazing.
But yeah, so got a red carpet situation happening at the karaoke bar.
Is that the part of the Oscars?
That's the Oscar party. Yeah, I mean, this is greasy sandwiches will roll out, and that's coming soon. So we're gonna have that in less than a week. So I'm getting excited. Are you excited? You're leaving me up here. I'm waiting for you.
I'm sorry.
You're mesmerized by the signs. You're having like a seizure.
Love it.